Removing labels from bottles is possibly the worst part about being a home brewer who doesn't have kegs. Today, I'm going to try and make one of the most boring parts of homebrewing as easy and as straightforward as possible. As a homebrewer, you should be telling your friends and family to keep aside brown bottles for you so you don't need to buy your own. Most of mine are from my dad, who's always happy to produce an empty for me. Bottles like these Hobgoblin ones are very easy to remove the labels from, as they're quite papery. However, some brands use much more sticky labels and glues which are just not worth your time and effort. You might see other videos recommending you use chemicals like washing powder, WD-40, and they will help remove the labels and the sticky glue, but this can be really time consuming, and it's probably just not worth your time and effort. My method requires a very large tub or bucket, plenty of hot water, and most importantly, time. First things first, you'll want to put your bottles in a container. Laying them flat rather than upright allows you to pack more in. Just take care not to bang them together, as you don't want to be dealing with shards of glass. Once your bottles are in, it's time for you to almost fill your tub to the very top with hot water. I always put the lid on mine as it helps steam the bottles that aren't fully submerged. The next step is the most important. Leave your bottles alone. I'd say at least 3 hours, but longer would only help, especially if you have quite papery labels that will absorb water. Removing the labels then becomes an absolute breeze, so long as you just allow the bottles to soak. It's then time to do the worst part of the whole process, actually removing the labels. Depending on the label, you'll either want to use the back of a knife or your fingers to peel or scrape off the labels. You may even discover that some labels just simply fall off the bottle. I then use some abrasive pads to help remove the glue. If some glue is still present, you could use a little bit of something like pink stuff, which really will help clean them up nicely. And that's about it. You will discover that some bottles really do have very clean glue on them, and I just personally throw those ones away. Make sure to avoid having any of the labels go down your sink. I always wait until I have loads of bottles to remove the labels from, and I probably do this process only about once or twice a year. The next step is to actually have some fun and finally brew some beer, ferment it, fill your bottles, and drink some delicious beer. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below which brands of beer have you noticed have really easy to remove labels on them, and which ones do you just steer clear from doing this process to. If you did find this useful, then please check out some of my other videos and subscribe to the channel. Cheers for watching!